Hey there, welcome back to another episode of my marketing radio show. I'm your host Surya, and today we'll be talking about how you can qualify a lead before you jump on a call with them. And I'm super excited to talk about this. So with that said, let's get started. So there were these two different people who I had a chance to work as a closer, where I was the closer and I was closing their high ticket deals. More like one was not even a high ticket deal. It's not even a high ticket deal. The other, yeah, it's kind of a high ticket deal. So both these people had two different target audience, where one was more into the business to business model, and the other was more like into the business to consumer model, where he was offering a digital product for a larger audience. The other person was has a smaller target audience, but it was more B2B. So let's look at both the models and let's go deep dive on how to qualify in B2B as well as B2B, so that you can get benefit from both of them. Cool. So I had a chance to work with both of them at the same time, so I had to manage. So I'll start with B2B and then turn towards B2C. So the first person that I worked with was targeting people who already have an existing business and who already have an existing clientele and who wants to have more clients, which is everyone. Who doesn't want more clients, right? So we were basically targeting everyone, and we were the closers, and there was no set specific system here. So me along with 7 other people, our team went in out of all the 8, four of us were closers, and the rest of the team were like appointment setters, where we had set different layers on qualifying a lead in the business to business model. So we were generating the appointments. So there were appointment setters and us who were reaching out to business owners on LinkedIn, which is nothing wrong. So our main focus from this kind of strategy was to convert the conversation from LinkedIn LinkedIn chat or LinkedIn conversation to a phone call, where the appointment setter is going to qualify them on different levels. For instance, there were some specific set of questions where we brainstormed and put them in place, so that we as closers will be equipped with more information during our call. So the very first thing, for instance, let me give you an example. So there were questions like your business name, and that's quite crucial. That's how it doesn't matter to you, but knowing about the business name does matter to the other person, because it's their business and it's about them. It's not about you. So know their business name before you jump on a call with them. So we asked them what is the business and how many clients they already have in play, how many clients are they already working with, why are they looking for more, why is more for us. We used to ask them, but people used to give us a point of used to hint us pointers on the questions that we have to ask on the closing call. But it's a trick question. So some of them used to give us some insights. Some of them, even though they talk about it, it's not going to be beneficial for us as closers to talk to them over the call. So we asked the appointment setter to ask these questions before they schedule a call with us, and that's how we used to set appointments and qualify a lead in the business to business model, which is one of the basic models that is out there. And in fact, I believe it was in 2 weeks we generated, since we were a team of 8, we all were working to generate leads. We generated almost 235 or 240 appointments over a week or 2. It was more difficult for us to do the appointment, do the lead generation, as well as the closing. It was very difficult for us having those many leads who were not qualified. One thing is, having appointments generated doesn't mean that they're qualified enough or they're going to be a potential client. Okay, it's more like, okay, let's go into, there is a concept called traffic temperatures. I did not want to talk about this. I did not plan to talk about this, but we'll talk about this. There's Eugene Schwartz talked about traffic temperatures. If you do not know who Eugene Schwartz is, he's like an awesome person. So Eugene Schwartz talked about traffic temperatures. There were like 3 different traffic temperatures among people. So the first one was cold audience, hot, warm audience, and the hot audience. The cold audience is what we were targeting to. It's like they do not know us, they do not know what we were offering. We were going to talk what we are offering on the call. So which is not a better way to start your business with. So just a heads up. So this was the B2B model that we were following, and this is what we were doing to qualify a lead, where there are appointment setters to do this for you. In fact, there are people actually on LinkedIn who are offering this as a service. So you do not have to be an appointment setter for you. There are people who are offering this as a service when they convert purely on commission basis. So when some lead converts, you pay them, which is on a better side for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. So definitely leverage them and save your time. That's what I learned after 5 years of being in the entrepreneurship journey. Leverage others' experience. Do not be the person who becomes the all-rounder in the game. That's very costly, you know. So that's the B2B model. So when it comes to B2C, who is the B2B model for? So people who are offering coaching or consulting for businesses, that comes to B2B. And B2C is more for people who are offering courses, digital products, who are offering coaching, consulting programs, who take on one-on-one people, clients. This one-on-one depends. It can be in the B2B as well as B2C. Completely depends on your business model. So I'm talking about in generic way. So B2C is more interesting for me. This is something B2C. The reason I love B2C is because that's what I'm moving towards as well, into B2C model. Where in fact, the program, my own course, will be officially launched in the manner that I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes, which will be officially launched on Jan 1st, 2021. Super pumped for that. A lot of things that you have to work on. And that's officially launching to the public. I'll let you know how you can jump in before that as well. So the B2C model is more easier and more friendly, I would say. So the second person that I was working with was offering a course. He was into offering the trading course, more specifically oil trading. He was teaching people how to learn oil trading and how you can use it for your own advantage and stuff. So it's a high ticket deal. And when I was working, in fact, this was the influencer that I was working with when I was super scared that he was going to fire me because my closing ratio was not consistent. I was closing a deal here, I was closing a deal there. Nothing was consistent. I was super scared that he's going to call me one day and he's going to fire me for sure. Such a horrible time. In fact, the day before he called, I was able to close 2 deals, and God saved me for that, which I'm super happy for. So and this was the person that I was working with. So he was the way that he was getting leads were, he was running Facebook ads. At the same time, he was having distribution platforms, distribution channels. What do I mean by that? Distribution channels, let's suppose he was having Facebook advertising, which he was not completely relying on. At the same time, he was doing Dream 100, he was doing podcasting, he was attracting people from different places where he was warming up the Eugene Schwartz, we were targeting the warm and hot leads here, more qualified people. So people used to jump on a webinar and they used to go through like 1.5 hours span of webinar, and at the end they used to schedule a call with me. And that was the process this person was working on. In fact, that is the process that I'm going to launch my course as well. So before anyone jumps on a call with me, they have to schedule a call with me, right? So on the scheduler page, I used to ask the questions where it's different. It can be modeled from the B2B model, but it's different because it's consumer based model. So I used to ask them questions like how long have they been trading, and why oil trading is something that they were looking for, and how much were they investing in trading itself on a monthly basis, so that I would get an understanding that if this program is something that would be a push for them to join, or is it more qualified people. So okay, here's one thing. So whenever, this is also another aspect that let's suppose you have a person who is spending $1,000 on a monthly basis for investing or doing any kind of trading. Just a hypothetical scenario, okay? Do you think he would be willing to join, or he would be comfortable to joining a $5,000 program? It completely depends on the person, though. It completely depends on an individual, depends on his needs and objections. I'm talking in general statement. So what are the chances of him joining a $5,000 deal or $5,000 program where we talk about the oil trading? Or let's suppose if another person is investing like $10,000 a month on trading, and would he be a better prospect for us to offer this program to? Obviously the second person, right? So this is one thing that I've learned. We do not want as many people as many people as they want to join the program. It's more about who we can get results to. It's not about the number of people who joining the program. It's how many people we can get results to. That matters. That's like mic drop moment. It took me a while for me to understand that. So this was the model that I was working on. On the scheduler page, I used to ask them questions, and depending on the level of the lead, if I feel that they are hot leads, I used to send them an email immediately saying that, hey, you know what? Hey there, I see that you have scheduled a call with me, and I see that I just want to confirm you that our appointment is scheduled and it's good to go. And by the way, if I see myself free right now, but if you want to jump on a call right now, here is my number. You can call me. That's what I used to say. You know what? 70% of the people used to call me right then and there. Of all the qualified leads that I used to send an email to, 70% of the people used to call me, and we used to jump on a call right then and there. What does that say you? People will be willing to jump on a call, and there is a reason why I'm asking them to call me rather than me jumping on a call with them. Me calling them puts me in a different scenario. Them calling us means that they are excited, they are interested to join the program and make this work. The people who are willing to work for results. And that's the model that I was working with. So in fact, this is the exact model. So Facebook, I'll be using, in fact, this is one of my distribution channels. YouTube, podcasting, or Facebook, Instagram will be my distribution platforms where I'll be getting people from, and I'll be asking them to go through a webinar, and at the back end, there will be closers who will be closing the deal. That is a business process that is a plan that I'll be following. Everyone knows this. So yeah, with that said, if you okay, I also said you that there is a way that you can join before the launch itself. So the coaching program that I'm going to launch is officially being launched on January 1st of 2021 to the entire public. But if you want access where you can watch me deliver the content of the course itself live, and build everything that I talk about in the program live, and where you get to ask me questions, where I'll answer them. If I have the expertise in the specific question that you want, that you seek answer for, if I have the expertise, I'm happy to answer that. If I do not have the expertise, I'm going to take that question and go to someone who already have the expertise, and I'll ask them and I'll get it back to you, so that you will be equipped with the knowledge to take the decision. So it will be officially launched it will be pre-launch. In fact, the pre-launch is going to be on November 1st of 2020. So where I'll be doing all the live teaching and live delivering the content of the entire course itself. It's going to be on the Zoom call, no recordings. That's a game, right? So yeah, if you are really excited to join that, go to coachmesurya.com. It's CoachMesurya.com, where you can go sign up. You'll be notified whenever the program is going live. And if you have any questions on the page itself, you will be having a chance to ask me questions when it comes to specific week content. So you get to ask me questions right then and there, and I'll be making sure that your questions will be answered on the program that I teach. So that's something that I wanted to share with you. And with that said, catch you in the next episode, and till then, see you around. Bye.